Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal signed the innovation handshake with Gina Raimondo, and one of the big focuses is really on how it will make it easier for startups in both the United States and India to work together. So here I have with me two of my guests who are really looking at building that bridge. I'm joined by Vish Arunachalam and Pavan Singh. Thank you both for being on NDTV. Vish, so one of the big focuses the minister talked about was looking at startups which can use Indians based out of India to bring their services here. And he talked specifically about chartered accountants. Of course, he's one himself. Why do you think that actually works, and what startups are you working on to build this?
Fantastic. First off, welcome to the West Coast, Sonia. Great to have you. Great to have NDTV team here. Very glad to have this conversation with you. Very excited with our castartups.org. castartups.org was launched in September of 2022 by Piyush. It is the first ever accelerator dedicated for chartered accountants. Any CA founded startup anywhere in the globe, this is all about enhancing their connect with Silicon Valley. So we are based here. We have about 6,500 chartered accountants in this part of the world. Indian chartered accountants in this part of the world, in the USA, of which 1,000 plus are in California alone. So the California chapter, the San Francisco chapter, was inaugurated in 2017. We're the only active chapter. Since then, we've grown leaps and bounds. We are at 18 locations. We have 18 offices, of which 16 were incubated by ICA San Francisco, and 11 of those were inaugurated by our own Piyush. So we're very proud about our accomplishment. We have a goal of about 50 by 2025 is what we say. We want to have 50 offices in the USA by 2025, beginning there.
How do you think it would help, for instance, a young CA in India who can't get a job? How would you actually connect him to Silicon Valley? Because there's a huge demand for CAs.
Absolutely, huge demand for accounting professionals in this part of the world. Indian CAs are very much respected in this part of the world. The industry respects the qualification. Most of them are CPAs once they come here, but CPA is not a mandatory qualification. With an Indian CA qualification, most of the big four firms recognize it. Most of the industry here, technology companies, even the leader at the CFO at Tesla, as you may know, our own Mr. Taneja is a chartered accountant, Indian chartered accountant. So Indian CAs are very much respected in this part of the world. Finding a job is not a challenge. The biggest challenge is immigration. So not getting the right work authorization for Indians to come here and work, that is being addressed, but it will take time. So it's not easy to get Indians, Chinese getting visas in this part of the world. It's difficult, work authorization especially. But most CAs who arrive here over time, they get the work authorization. Spouses who come along with engineers, others who are coming here on deputation, say on L1 visa, or maybe H1 if they're lucky, they get that lottery, they come here. So once they arrive here, we are here, our chapters around the country. We help them connect with the folks who are hiring. We have groups that are very active. Matter of weeks, we are able to get them jobs in this part of the world. Indian chartered accountants will find jobs, not a problem. Challenge is immigration, getting the right visa.
Right, so perhaps the whole concept of them working there and starting off at least providing services is one way to look at it. And Pavan Singh, because you're doing it slightly differently, because you're looking at healthcare with Myisha. So tell us exactly what the startup is and why you think some of India's biggest health problems can be addressed by technology.
Absolutely. Sonia, first of all, very nice to meet you over here. Let me talk a little bit about Myisha first. So Myisha, Isha in Japanese means doctor, and Myisha.ai is taking the mantle of putting the AI in the hands of technicians, doctors and hospitals in India. It's been founded by a group of machine learning experts together with a Dr. Jasim Koya, who's leading all the efforts over here. And what we feel is that 40% of the hospitals and radiology centers in India don't have actually in-house radiologists, and this is where a lot of our technicians are working day in and day out. And I think that AI can really help in uplifting the outputs that they're creating, and that's pretty much what the driver has been for us. Now, India is a very complex market. Very happy to say that we are seeing so much support from the government. The government is taking some really bold initiatives in the healthcare sector, and so that really excites me today to get into something like healthcare in India and actually start the whole operation in India. I call it the Made in India for India. And again, cost becomes very a big factor over here, and so we're working together with both private hospitals as well as non-governmental organizations which are truly owning all the data, and so helping them, empowering them to get that data converted into gold in the form of AI models. That's what our objective over here is.
Fantastic. So I think really startup innovation, the innovation handshake between two countries is the big message this week. Thanks so much, Vish and Pavan, for joining me.